India reminded the global community that it was in its interest that Pakistan continue to take credible, verifiable, irreversible and sustained action against terrorism and terror financing emanating from territories under its control. However, in October, Pakistan was removed from the Financial Action Task Force's grey list. India has made it clear that it will never agree to have a dialogue with Pakistan as long as its West neighbour continues to support cross-border terrorism.
The 14th anniversary of the gruesome Mumbai terror attacks has gone by without its perpetrators being brought to justice. Those massacred belong to many nationalities, yet Pakistan has escaped international pressure to try those involved in planning and committing this heinous crime. In 2008, Mumbai terror attack that brought India and Pakistan to the brink continues to remain as a wall of distrust between the two countries. India has made it clear that it will never agree to have a dialogue with Pakistan as long as its western neighbour continues to support cross-border terrorism.
Regarding Pakistan, I spent some time with the minister outlining, the nature of our ties, the challenge of cross-border terrorism, and essentially the fact that we engage Pakistan bilaterally on whatever outstanding issues. But the main challenge today is really the fact that we cannot have talks while there is terrorism. And I think there was understanding from the German side in this regard.
In October, Pakistan was removed from the Financial Action Task Force's grey list. India reminded the global community that it was in its interest that Pakistan continue to take credible, verifiable, irreversible and sustained action against terrorism and terror financing emanating from territories under its control. Pakistan had been on the FATF's grey list twice before and was removed despite maintaining its terrorist infrastructure. With the radicalization that has occurred in Pakistan, visible in the street power of the Islamist groups, that the political establishment has not been able to handle without compromises. India remains vulnerable with Pakistan and a Talibanized Afghanistan next door, not to mention the emergence of the Islamic State elements there. By maintaining the focus on terrorism, India is indirectly maintaining pressure on Pakistan to contain its terrorist proclivities. India has called other nations to take action on those who support, encourage, and finance terrorism.
Last week, the victims of the 26/11 Mumbai terror attacks were remembered in India and several other countries. Be it Mumbai or Mosul, India strongly believes that the credibility of our collective fight against terrorism can be strengthened only when we can ensure accountability for the grave and inhuman acts of terror committed by terrorists and take strong measures against those who encourage, support, and finance terrorism.
Pakistan, since the advent of India's independence in 1947, consistently follows an anti-India stance in all its politico-strategic formulations. Islamabad's policies towards India are nothing but myopic and self-destructive in nature. Perhaps to them, being blindly anti-India in every facet of external and neighborly relations is the raison d'etre for their existence. The negativity of the two-nation theory continues to drive their mindsets towards India. Realizing that it cannot halt India's march towards the latter's economic progress and rise as a regional and global power, Pakistan has been creating terrorist-related problems for India in Jammu and Kashmir, as also other forms of cross-border provocations.